Well, I guess I'm an American from the Midwest, and this is how I talk. Um, Not all North Americans sound the same. Canadians have a little bit of an accent, and some of them say a and a boo. I've actually met some that do that. Um, if you go anywhere near Minnesota or Wisconsin, you might experience a different accent, though. What's the name of that movie? It's really funny, and it drove everybody from that region crazy because it was just so exaggerated. Fargo was the name of it. Oh, for sure, yeah. How are you? Oh, we're good. We're good. How about you? For sure. No. Yep. 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 That's good. Oh, good. Good for sure. So that's. I think that's an exaggeration. I've met a. Have I ever met any? I've heard a few people with that Minnesota accent, and then there are people from California that say dude and grody, and I'm not even sure if that's a regional accent or that's just the result of smoking too much marijuana. But they were the Valley Girl. That was a cultural phenomenon around L.A. And I guess the most well known and distinct American accent is Southern accent, which I'm not an academic. At least it's not in that field. No, I'm not an academic in any field. But uh, I read somewhere that the American accent that's actually closest to the British accent, which I guess is it was their language before we bought and paid for it. Because I guess what did Mark Twain say? Mark Twain said the United States and the United Kingdom are two cultures separated by a common language. We're that different in our. We really. What he was trying to say is we really don't speak a common language. Uh, there are annoying things about the English, or there are annoying things about Americans. I mean, that annoy British. We drive on the wrong side of the road. Instead of saying cigarettes, they say a package of fags, which can really get you in trouble here because you're not supposed to use that word at all anymore. That's the bad word, unless it's two very angry, drunken gay people, gay married people that are angry each other with each other. Then sometimes I guess it's all right. I really don't know. But the boot of a car is the trunk, and the bonnet's the hood. Little things like that, aluminum and aluminium. Oh, and what's that thing they say that's like the Canadians? Oh, Z instead of Z, Z instead of Z. You can pick things up like that. But Southerners evidently speak a dialect that's closest to English. How y'all doing? Um, Heard Neil Young sing about him. Heard old Neil put him down. I hope Neil Young will remember. Southern man don't need him around anymore. Ow. And there are different variations of the Southern accent, which I will avoid doing because I just embarrass myself and make people angry. But there are two American accents that I don't know if people either know about, they probably do, or it's much less well known than say the Southern dialects. I think the least well known is like the Minnesota one, but people from New York definitely, and you hear it less, but people from New York definitely they talk different. New York City's a very small area, but if you're from New York, you don't drink coffee, you drink coffee, and you go across the street, like that. I'm sure there are slang words there that I don't know, but they definitely talk. They don't say talk, they say talk. They talk different. They talk. And then there's Boston, like well, Kennedy's a good one. Park your car and Harvard Yard. That's about it. I used to have when I lived in San Francisco. I had a neighbor who was from Boston, and I thought, well, those old accents they're going away. I actually thought he was either making fun of me or he was an actor or something. I says, do you really talk that way? And he goes, what do you mean? Do I talk this way? This is the way I talk. What do you mean? Are you trying to insult me? There's nothing wrong with the way I talk. And I go, no, there isn't anything wrong with the way you talk. And I'm very sorry. It's just that you're a little bit confusing. Nah. This is the way they talk in Boston. So as far as American accents, yeah, See, this is an American accent, really. The Midwest is the way, if you watch the news any place in the United States, this is the way people are supposed to talk, evidently. This is the way Americans are supposed to pronounce words, but they don't always. It varies from region to region.